Hey.
Is something that's really passionate, really important, and then what you find is the barriers it cuts across.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking, but it's shoes. It's black guys are into shoes, white guys are into shoes, black girls are into shoes.
Yeah.
Asian guys, like Indo-Chinese people, everybody, every single race, colour or creed is represented in the trainer community, and that's why it's really important. I put every single person in the film.
And that's one of the things that I did notice, that you had people from Liverpool, from East, South London, all over the UK, just united under the one passion, which is the love of trainers.
Yeah.
How did you reach out to people to get them
with great difficulty? Because obviously, for instance, with the casual guys, I had to go to the top. I went to a guy called Kaz Pennant. Big up, Kaz. Thank you very much for your help. Ex-West Ham ICF, turned filmmaker, author. And I approached him, and he recommended some people to me. And he's bona fide, isn't it? He's official. So if he says these people were there, they were there.
Yeah.
Because with the casual culture especially, they're very precious about how their story is told. It's got to be correct. It's got to be on point. Because there's so many books and films and people trying to make money off like a life that they led. You have to make sure you represent the full story, who's what, the bona fide people. So I made sure that part in particular is historically correct, is factually correct. There's one thing I'm proud about in my film is there is literally every single fact you can back up. Everything I've said in there, I have unequivocal proof or empirical proof that it actually happened or it's real. There's like, if people say I think, then they fall. But every fact that I've stated, everything in there is 100% checkable, 100% true. And I know in this generation facts don't really matter anymore, but they matter to me.
What other difficulties did you have?
Oh my gosh, you name them. I had money, time, because what you think, because even though I'm lucky because I can shoot, edit, do graphics, I can do more than what your average person can. So I managed to save money that way, but I still had to get in my DOP, Robin Van Kalken. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you, really appreciate it. My other cameramen to help me out, and I had to get everyone in to help. I had to get the graders. I sat down and I edited. It's money, it's time, it's little things, down to the cost of hard drives, down to logistics, down to you've got to find a different location to do all these things. These things cost money. Everything costs money. So it all just adds up and up and up and up and up. So if you're making a YouTube video, it's fine. But if you're not, then you just got to spend so much money and so much things. You've got to sort out licensing.
You've got to try not to take...
No, this is great. This is cool. You got Tesla. I got Tesla.
You got a movie.
Tesla. Yeah, I know. Which I would swap for a Tesla, not really. But there's just so much cost involved at each stage. The more professional you want to be, and it's just that is the biggest challenge. And then my hardest challenge, money, fair enough, but the hardest challenge is trying to get all these people in the film. And then you remember, you got heroes. You're like, I love what you're doing. I really think that's amazing. I follow your page. I follow you. I've seen you about. I love you to be in my film. No. All right. How much are you gonna pay me? I haven't really. I want to do it for no. Okay. Okay.
Well, they're missing out now.
Well, yeah, I had 48 contributors in my film.
Yes.
I spoke to 248 people.
Okay.
So that is basically 200 people that were like, oh, I'll do it, but this, but that. Yeah, I'll get around to it. Oh, I don't want to do it. I've got my own thing, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, well, all right, fine. Or I don't think he's really going to do it. I don't think he's going to make it. And then you realise, like, you're like, wow, like, okay. And then it becomes real. But you're like, all right, cool. But you can't ever let anyone stop you from doing what it is you want to do.
Did you ever, I mean, saying that, but did you have any moments where you thought, I really can't do this?
I wanted to delete it bare times. I was like, I've had enough. When you come after challenge after challenge after challenge, they're going to say to you, oh no, shoot, you just break through the back. Nah, man, dead. I was like, I'm done. For instance, the last round, very close towards the end, I closed the computer for 3 weeks. And I was like, I'm not touching it, I'm not looking at it, it's not making sense, it's all over the place, I'm missing this bit, I'm missing that bit. And then I spoke to a couple of people. One of them was Femi Oniniran from The Intent. He sat me down, he's like, okay, try this, try that. Another guy, Darwood Grace as well. Darwood had twisted his foot the other way round.
Yes.
Right, in a freak football accident, and he was in one of them metal RoboCop cage things, and he goes, come to my house, and he sat down and watched the film, and he went through it with me, and we spoke for hours and hours and hours, and he helped me kind of get the story right and everything. And even my friend Rachel, she sat me down and she's like, right, let's get this bit. She ripped it apart. Like, I remember having, because I didn't just make it and put it out there, I had focus groups. I was like, what do you lot think of this? And they were like, this is shit, this is great, this is amazing, this is nonsense, I don't get this, I don't get that, why is that in it, who's he? And I was like, yeah, but I'm trying, no. And you're like, all right, let's go back, and you have to do, and you have to redo, and you have to redo. And
how did your ego take some of those?
And some of it, no, you've got to be like, you're basically putting yourself out there, you're exposing yourself out there. As you well know, doing this, you're showing this to the world. So you've got to be like, you've got to be fairly thick-skinned in the first place to put up with some stuff. You've got to be like, well, you know what? If they don't like it, they don't like it. But you have to be genuine and true to your story. You've got to make sure that ethically your story's coming out. Because what I could have done was just talk about a particular brand and how great it was and hope they give me some money. But it's not about that. It's bigger than the brand. They've taken over this thing, and they pumped money into it, and they've created influencers and style guides and whatever. But it's kind of lost. It's for the people who started it, and you have to look after the people that started it, and you have to look after the people that are in it, and not just use them to sell trainers. Because if you notice, every single trainer comes with a story. Oh, Michael Jordan wore this once when he had a bad toe, and you're like, no, bruv. Like, and they just use this stuff as marketing ploys, where the people that love the shoes really know what the story is behind it, and it means something to them, which is why this shoe's been elevated to the status it has. So there's a lot in it, and it's staying ethical, it's staying true to your story, and it's also just about, you still got to make sure that after all this, after you rip something open and exposed it, you still have the same love for it. Do you now have now after you've had the premiere, do you still love Soleseekers? I still do. I still love trainers. Okay. I still love pair of trainers. You can look at a pair of trainers, you don't feel sick. No. I can't look at the film anymore. But I can look at trainers. But no, it's your literal life work out there. And you're just out there and you're looking at it. And I've been so lucky so far, because you have to remember, I could have spent 4 years on this. People could have just not liked it. They could have been like, you know what? No, I'm alright, thanks. Like, what time's Love Island start? Like, but they've taken the time, they've watched it, and they've all enjoyed it, and it's spoken to different people on different levels. Young people like it, older people like it, women like it, men like it. Everyone's represented in it. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I was trying to get across, and that's what I was going to do.
I think you've achieved that.
Thank you very much.
You've had a private screening. How did it feel? Did you change it after the private screening, or did it remain the same? No,
it's remained the same.
Okay.
It's more or less remained the same. Okay. Because we had a few private screenings, and I invited all the press and the BBC, and all that. They just didn't turn up.
They didn't? No. So you've had zero support from the mainstream?
I've had zero support from most mainstream. All the mainstream. They just haven't come. And you're like, alright, fine. And then you realise that, okay, they might never come, but then I didn't make the film for them. I didn't make the film to be accepted, because if I wanted to make a film to be accepted, I would have done something else. But because this is what I wanted to do, it's accepted by, and this is the whole point of the culture. The culture has grown without outside influence. It's grown based on the people that love it. It's grown based on the things that people enjoy about it. So that is it.
You've had your European premiere, and now what's your next step?
Right, I am trying to get this film out to everybody that wants to see it. I'm basically just still trying to get a distribution deal. I'm still doing screenings up and down the country. I want as many people to see it as possible. And at the moment, we're lobbying Netflix. We want everybody to, there's going to be a link at the bottom of this video.
There will be a link at the bottom of this video, because I'm part of the army.
So thank you very much. All right, and we want everyone to request to see it on Netflix. The more people request, the better chance we've got.
To the Ritz scene now. Do you feel a little bit emotional?
I do. When I saw, because it's funny, I've got a friend that lives in Dubai. He called me and he went, I've just seen your film, the name Up in Lights. And you know, you're like, I made that. You know? Like, yeah, that's me. And you just feel like, wow. And it's almost surreal. Because you've got all these people. Like, I put the tickets out. I didn't know if anyone was coming. It sold out in a day. And then I rang the cinema and I was like, can I have an extra screen? And they went, all right. And that sold out in 2 days. And I was just like, And they're like, can I get next? I was like, no, let me push my luck. Let me not just fill out the whole cinema.
Yeah.
Like, let me just like do that. And I was just right there. Hey. And it was just amazing. It was just such a euphoric feeling that you've made something. You put like, you haven't pretended, you haven't lied about it. Because remember, it's been 4 years and I've been boring the pants with everyone. I've lost girlfriends and everything. Sick of that fucking film.
But you might get a new girlfriend.
I might do, yeah. And they literally are like, are you still doing that? Are you still doing that? Like, when you think about getting a job, bro, like, when you're like, yeah, because you're not really making any money off this trainer thing, so what are you doing? I'm like, no, it's coming. And they're like, all right, bro, all right. And it's the people that have got belief in you. And I'm so lucky. I've got such a good circle that have supported me and they've helped me out. And they've never said to me, you know what, give up. They said, you just got to keep going.
Yeah. When Soleseekers makes it onto Netflix, what are you going to get?
I don't know.
You've got to have that dream end car that's just
no. To me,
this is it.
Before they actually banned cars, the car that I wanted to get was an Aston Martin Vantage. That is my dream car. That's the car that I've always wanted to own. They're not the most reliable, they're not the best, they're not the most practical, but it's an absolutely beautiful car. That is the car.
What would you say to somebody who looks at your story and thinks about creating their own movie?
That just go for it. Definitely 100% go for it.
Yeah.
And don't let anyone tell you can't. If you've got an idea, you've got a passion, and there's actually an audience that wants to see it, then go for it. Whether it's about like little coats for ferrets or whatever. If you think there's a ferret coat appreciation society out there, then make the film. Yeah. Thinking
like ferrets. Okay, great. But go for it.
Thank you.
Look, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Get out of the car.
I will do. I'm going.
Go back.
Oh, I don't want to.